Well, one good vegetarian dish that I think deserves attention is pizza. But if you make pizza with bread dough, you've got to wait for the dough to rise and so on and so forth. And I've got a very easy pizza to show you, and this is made with a scone dough instead of bread dough. And it's made with 4 ounces of self-raising flour, 1 ounce of margarine and a pinch of salt, rubbed in together, and then 2 tablespoons of milk and 2 tablespoons of water until you get a soft dough, and that takes about 1 minute to make. Then you transfer the dough onto a lightly floured surface and just give the rolling pin a little dusting with flour as well. And then you start to roll it out to a round shape. And the way to do that is to give it, as you're rolling it, quarter turns. And if you give it a quarter turn every now and then, you'll find that you get something like a round shape. Don't be too particular, it doesn't have to be a perfect round. Then, when you've got your round of scone dough, you put it on a very well greased baking sheet, like that, and just ease it into place. And then you start to put lots of delicious fillings on it. And the first one I've got here are 2 drained tin tomatoes, drained, and they've been enriched with a teaspoonful of tomato puree, which makes it a little bit more concentrated in flavour. And you spread that out all over the base. Then the next ingredient is cheese, and I've got 2 ounces of grated cheddar cheese here, but you can use any sort of cheese you happen to have handy, and just give it a little pat like that to keep it in place. Next ingredient is half an onion, and that's been fairly finely chopped, so you just arrange that on top next. And again, just press it out. Then I've got 3 mushrooms, and the mushrooms have been cut into slices, and they're just going to be fitted over the top, rather like pieces on a jigsaw puzzle, only not so hard. Just arrange the mushrooms as evenly as you can all over. There we are, any escaped little bits have to be reincorporated. Then I'm going to give it a seasoning of freshly milled pepper and a little bit of salt. And some mixed herbs, some dried mixed herbs, and I'm going to put a teaspoonful on because I think it's nice to have a really savoury flavour on a pizza. And then if you happen to like them or have them handy, it's quite nice to have a few black olives on the top, which makes it look very pretty. Well, this is cooked at a very high temperature, gas mark 7, that's 425 degrees, and it'll take about 15 to 20 minutes to cook, that's all. So you can make the whole thing from scratch in about half an hour. Anyway, we've got a cooked pizza in the oven, so we'll just get that out now. Now, I would say that if you serve that with a nice green salad, it would serve 2 people, but perhaps if you were very greedy, only 1. Anyway, either way, I think it'd be nice to have something Italian to drink to go with it.